Welcome back to Loving Honestly. Today I want to talk about our kids, our teenagers, and the life in which they're growing up in. The life which is not so kind as it used to be, but it is the life that they have and how we can help them to navigate it. My name is JC, and Loving Honestly is a place for every woman with a deep need to reclaim your love story in the way that feels right for you. Now, I've been a parent for 18 years now, and I thank God for every minute, every hour, every day that I've had to grow, to learn, to love, to make mistakes, to cry, sometimes to feel despair through the parenting journey. It's been a difficult task knowing that I am responsible for the lives of three young people, and not just my own, within my family, within my community, within the world. I try my best as I walk out and as I see other children and as I see little ones everywhere to just acknowledge and give thanks that we are a community of mothers and fathers, of adults, of older sisters and older brothers, of uncles and aunties and grandparents who can watch over not only our children, but the children of those around us. Because the world has become so secluded, so cruel, so unfair, and is teaching our children to become more and more self-centered and selfish, that we fail to see that we are all one and we're a community of people who need to help one another. Our kids are getting trafficked. Our kids are getting abused, have so many mental health challenges brought on by virtue of the busyness of life, the competition around what we see on social media, that they're lost. We are the ones who have to bring them out of that lost space, because if we don't, we are going to lose the capacity to reach our kids when they're adults. Our kids need our help. They really need us to step up as parents. They need us to see them, to take our time with them, to be able to hear them as they talk, because the things that they're going through are unbearable, to say the least. And we now, more than ever, have to get to a place where we can set our own agendas aside and be able to make time for them. If there's anything our children need, is time for them to know that you are there, that they can reach out anytime and touch, reach out anytime and speak, reach out anytime and cry. And you will be there to be able to allow them the emotional space for them to do that which they need to do, because they are struggling. They are really struggling. So I just wanted to talk about this and set a stage in which I will have a month dedicated, especially the month of January. As we get into the end of the year, I want to have the month of January as the month in which I talk about how we can help our children, how we can help them navigate the challenges that they're facing in 2020 and beyond, and how the stoppage of the world, the chaos in the world, has made us see the reality of the inconsistencies and unfairness that surrounds our children, and how we can help them, because we can. That's why we are there. That's why we have been given a mandate to love them, to nurture, to care for them, to show up for them. And we have had an opportunity to live a life as they have done. But now that we are the custodians of the life that they are walking into, what can we do to help them? How can we love them in a way that enhances their own internal resilience and build reliance on self and others, so that they can see not just themselves but see others? And that's the stage I want to set for 2021, to help our children, to build confidence in them, to their self-esteem, not to worry so much about the extrinsic things in life, but to build that internal radiance that they need to walk in life irregardless of where they sit, irregardless of where they stand, and how you, where you sit, can be a part of the change for your child, for my child, for all children. Because if there's one thing I have learned, is I pray for my children. I pray that I can help my child by helping him, her, and other children. Because when I help someone else, I am also helping my own child. And that is the prayer I have all over the world, that wherever your children are, and our children are spread out in many places, they may be even in your own sitting room, but they're somewhere far, far away because of a device that is in their hand. Be able to see what I cannot see for me, and I will be able to see what I cannot see for you, so that we help one another to parent these children, because they need all of us, all of our efforts, all of our collective energy to build a life in which they can live and enjoy the way we have as well. So let's do this together. Please watch as I continue to talk about this. I'm not saying I am an expert on this, but I do know that I am living this life and I'm learning as I go. So starting on the 9th of January 2021, I'll be uploading content dealing specifically with all children, with teenagers, the things that are challenging them, and how we can help them to get through them. I'll talk about anxiety. I will talk about substance use. I will talk about how we can help our daughters to build the confidence that they need not to get waylaid into bad behavior. And I'll talk about bringing out your child from a deep place if they've already gone to a place where you do not want them to go and you're afraid of what's going to come out. Please click the subscribe button if you'd like to get notifications every Wednesday when I post. And let's continue to love honestly and build the intimate relationships that we want to see within our future. Owning our love story, doing the best that you need to do for yourself and those within your life by being your best self. Take care.